Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine, like the flower, like the rice, like the fragrance, like the aphrodisiac, all of that good stuff. Today we're going to be doing the Daisy Keech 14-day bubble butt quarantine workout. And when she originally made it, I don't think it was with the intention of people doing challenges like Chloe Ting, Chloe Ting makes videos for them to be challenges, but somebody picked it up and was like, hey, let's turn this into a challenge. And everybody else was like, hey, okay. And they got views. So here I am trying to get these watch hours up. And yeah, it's 2021. I'm a black girl and I live in Mississippi. So of course I'm going to be open to a little extra hippage, a little extra buttage. So that's why I went ahead and did this challenge. If you haven't seen this workout before, it's actually pretty simple. The first half is 3 exercises, 3 sets of 15 for each, and then the other half of the workout is 30-second intervals of about 4 exercises, I think. So when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so easy. Child, was I wrong? Was I wrong? I really have not activated or engaged my glutes in the way I did during this challenge in so long, and I was really feeling it. It was especially rough for me in the beginning because my form was not the way it needed to be at all. I was actually overextending in many of the exercises, which put strain on my body, but I'll get to that later. I just thought it was so funny how when it came to this exercise, I just need y'all to look at what Daisy Keech is doing, and then I need y'all to look at what I'm doing. Like, clearly, I'm not just driving the struggle bus, I'm the CEO of the struggle bus transportation company. Honestly, even when my form did improve, it never did look like that, the way Daisy Keech was doing it. I would love for y'all to sit there and try to do what she's doing. I don't know how in the world her leg gets up like that, but her thigh, it's like when you see it, it's like, oh, okay, this makes sense. But then when you actually get down to do it, it's like, how is her leg moving like that? I did get the exercise down, but child, it did not look like that. But I still got the form, and that's all that matters. I think it's funny that in a lot of these, I've sped up the clips, but they still look like I'm moving in normal time because I was going so slow. But back to the overextending thing, the flutter kicks, for example, and then all of the 30-second interval exercises, I was extending way too much. I was pushing my knee back to the point where my hip was rotating, and that was a big no-no because when it gets to that point, it puts strain on your hip joint and you don't even feel the burn. So right before you feel like your hip is about to rotate, that's when you need to come back down, and that's where you'll start to feel the burn on the outer glutes. I'm gonna keep it 100% with y'all. I did not do these 14 days consecutively. Full transparency, I had gotten to the 4th day. I did 4 days consecutively, and I was like, wow, I am not wanting to do this. And it's not even because I was super sore or anything like that. I was just lazy and I didn't want to do it. And it's a little bit different from the jump rope challenge because it's very repetitive, and with jump rope, you just never know. Maybe you're gonna have a really good day, or maybe you're gonna trip up your rope. It's just sometimes you can't predict it. I mean, you can, but can you really? I don't think you can. But with this, it's always the same exercises, always in the same environment, because you guys know I was outside when I did the jump rope challenge. If you haven't seen that video, go look at it now. But yeah, it just got too repetitive and I wasn't really feeling it. And then on top of that, Travian did the jump rope challenge with me. So having a workout buddy is always a good idea. They help motivate you, and I didn't have that. This was the only day that I did this workout with Travian, so it was really all up to me. And I was like, no. I'll take the time from the following clips to talk about how important it is to stretch. Sometimes I have to really actively get myself to stretch before and after workouts, and I know I'm not the only one. Y'all know who y'all are. You need to be stretching. And a part of the reason why I did take those gaps in the challenge is because I was incredibly sore, but the soreness could have been prevented if I had just stretched. So there was one day where I was just in so much pain from the workouts that I stopped, and I did 2 hours of yin yoga, and it completely opened me up and I felt so much better. And after that, I just did 30 minutes before and after very intense stretching, and I felt so much better, and it was a lot easier for me to get through the workouts for the rest of the days. Circling back to my lack of motivation, a couple of days had passed and I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to get it done. So I grabbed a resistance band and I was like, if I do these with a resistance band, it'll kind of make up for the fact that I hadn't been doing it, right? So there were two days where I used resistance bands, and then after that I just doubled up or tripled up on the workouts till I had gotten to 14, and that's what I did, and I got it done in 15 or 16 days. So 2 days past the 14 days, but I ended up getting it all done. I ended up getting all 14 workouts in, so that's all that matters, right? Thankfully, these exercises got progressively easier, whereas with the jump rope challenge, I felt like it was consistently challenging throughout the whole week. But the days that I didn't record, because I used my phone to record this video, jump rope challenge is much better production on my end, so please check that one out. On the days that I wasn't recording, I was literally scrolling through social media because it didn't take much energy to exert to be able to finish the workout, so that was nice. Moving forward, and I've actually already started doing this, I incorporate this workout as a warm-up glute activation routine for my actual workouts, and I've really been enjoying that. And it's actually a really quick video when you don't take rest breaks like I used to do at the beginning. So it's a really quick and simple addition to your normal workout routine if you lift weights or whatever you need to do. I'm glad I found it. Same thing with the jump rope challenge. I'm really glad I found it. I like it a lot. The moment you all have been waiting for, let's get into these results. The results of this challenge definitely aren't as dramatic as the ones of the jump rope challenge were, but I definitely feel like my butt was poking a little bit more, and I feel like it looks a bit more shapely. This before and after picture exemplifies what I mean about the more shapely figure on the outer glutes, and it also looks like my thighs got a little bit bigger, and they could have, but it also could be just an illusion because of the fact that my butt looks a little bit perkier. I think here is really where you can tell that my butt did grow, because it did, and we'll get into that soon, but it also looks a lot rounder in the after pics right here. Here's my after video if you'd like to go back to the beginning and compare now and then. I'm not going to stop you. Do what you need to do. But yes, my hip area, butt area did increase by 1.25 inches. And I don't know, man. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good for a 10 to 13 minute workout. Basically not really doing anything else for those 2 weeks. I'm impressed. I'm not even gonna hold you, especially how towards the end it was very easy for me to get through it. So yeah, 1 inch is pretty good. You know, I'm satisfied. I'm happy, and my butt looks more shapely. So I also wanted to talk about how my waist, I didn't measure it, but I feel like my waist got slimmer too. And you could probably tell from the before and after pictures, even though I did have my shirt pulled down in the before. The exercises that you're doing, specifically like the flutter kicks, the donkey kicks, and the ones that you go like that, the rainbows or whatever they call them, those also work your lower back and your core. So it would make sense as to why I feel like my waist appears slimmer. So that's one thing to throw in there too. And then I also thought that I would throw in my busted challenge, because if this challenge has taught me nothing, it's that glute activation is everything. And this work of art, this masterpiece, would not have been about 2 weeks ago before I started this challenge. I could not do that. That Meg the Stallion, I did not have Meg the Stallion knees before I did this challenge. And it's not because I just gained so much in my butt that I was able to move it around more. It was simply glute activation. To everybody who liked that TikTok, you're welcome. Thank Daisy Keech, baby, because I could not do it before. I would not have been able to put in that much effort beforehand. My knees would have gave out on me by then. You know, besides gaining the inch in my butt, I think I'm most impressed by the way my glutes have been activated ever since. And I'm also on here to tell you that twerking is a form of glute activation. Therefore, twerking is fitness. Therefore, twerking will help you achieve your fitness goals. I said what I said. I said what I said. So that's that on that. If you like this video, please comment below. Please like it. Please share it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.